Hello, hello, hello. As usual, I am overbooked. Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome to the live. I am outside of, well, I'm actually outside Chipotle. I don't know how you say that, but next to Panera's. Um, I was, can you guys hear me? If make sure you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Um, I was a guest panelist at an event this morning, and actually it ran into this afternoon. So racing to finish that event, then get over and do my live. I couldn't do the live where I was at. So anyhow, what the heck? I guess someone's alarm went off, but what can I say? Oh my goodness. Thank you. Did you get me a straw?
Of course, I got you a straw.
Thank you, dear. I
You're
appreciate it.
welcome. Yeah, I know.
All right. Well, of course, you know me. I should have a sponsorship with Panera for all the publicity I give them. But hello, hello. Let's see who's in the house. Um, I just made the announcement because that's how far behind I am this week. Oh my goodness, I have so many projects on the books. I'm starting a couple new projects that I'll be announcing here first, of course. And all right, let me get to it. Vaughn's on a roll. Nora, hey Nora, I saw you called. I'll give you a call after the live. Oh, hey, Lori, keeping up with Colorado. Hey, Red. Oh my goodness, Graham's in the house. Says greetings, fellow Globies. I'm not even going to try and say that. Just South Australia, 8:30 a.m. Sunday. Okay. And a substantially gorgeous morning, and the Lord is my shepherd. Isn't he indeed? He is our shepherds. I tell you that. Hey, Miss Net, how's it going? Oh my goodness. Who else is in the house? All right, our regulars here. I didn't get I don't know who's going to show up today because I didn't get any announcements out until just a few minutes ago. But I do have a big announcement, and I'm going to make it today on this live. I don't have all the details, so it's a little premature actually sending out the announcement. I don't even have a thumbnail for it, so I'm going to have to do the thumbnail after this is done. But hey, Faye. Hello, Faye Hennessy. Is the water going to be huge this coming January? Is the water going to be huge? I don't know. Well, if the water's going to be huge, I'm not sure what you mean by that, quite by that. But I'm going to be doing some tutorials, so that's going to be pretty huge. Hey, Nora says, I've done 2 so far, and they're always fun. Huh. Okay, you guys must have been talking about something before I came in. Hey, one of the holies, my sister in love. Hey, Amy, how's it going? Finding Dory. Hello, Finding Dory. Let's see, where did Jessica go? Oh, she's over at my van. Sandra Johnson, hello. How's it going? Vanessa Hinton, hello, says hi, Glow Lady. Hello, we are glowing today. Glowing. Hey, Tony Mariani. Did I say that right? Mariani, I think, author. Hey, Kitovor. Hello. Hey, Lindy's in the house. Hi, Lindy. Shara Mills, hello. Oh my goodness. So the group is starting to gather, starting to come in. Hit that like button. Give me those likes. It helps the algorithm. I don't understand it, but it does. But I'm going to wait a couple more minutes to make the announcement. And hey, how's it going? So sweet, Deborah Allen. Oh my goodness, so sweet. Says hello, beautiful back. Oh my goodness. My daughter, actually, Jessica, went for a couple of years to Deborah Allen's dance studio every Saturday. We trekked 100, and I think it was 109 miles or something up there, and 109 miles back every Saturday. She was there all day for dance, modern dance, ballet, you name it. And it was a wonderful experience. The only reason we stopped was because on one morning on the way out there, we were racing out. Of course, had to leave the house at 6 o'clock to get there, and we were always running behind. And I was racing down with something in both hands, and one of my ankles twisted or something, and Down I went the whole flight of steps and broke both ankles. And that was the end of her career at Debbie Allen, I'm sorry to say. But anyhow, so that's my Deborah Allen story. Debbie Allen. Hey, hello, hello, hello. 3 generations is in the house. Hello, Poppy. Hello, Poppy. Oh, clocks go back an hour. Woo-hoo! I could certainly use an extra hour of sleep. You guys may have noticed I have not done one single video this week. Not one. I have so many things going on, so many projects I'm working on that I'm working on getting launched, different things. I was trying to set up interviews for some of my senior videos. I just couldn't get the interviews done. I do have a video though that I'm almost done. I'm going to air Monday. And so I'm going to just blow the rest of the month out with video after video after video. But sorry, I didn't. And I'm trying to get on. I really need to get on a schedule. So I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to do Monday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday videos, or my absolute ones. Or actually, Monday's kind of hard because I don't work on Sundays. So it's hard to get a video out on Monday. So maybe I will do Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday. I don't know. But I'm working on coming out with 3 videos per week, a minimum. And that's my goal for the rest of the year. Going from 0 to 3 a week. Oh my goodness. And last month I had some weeks I only did 1. So yeah, I've been lagging, folks, but lagging in videos, been working hard in other areas. But thank you so much, Tony, for letting me know about the because otherwise I'd have been an hour early to church tomorrow. Hey, Sandra Johnson, I think I said hello. Hey, Vanessa Hinton is in the house. Hello, hello, Vanessa. Uh, let's see who else. Yeah, thank you, one of the holy. Don't forget those thumbs up. Hey, Adele. I forgot. Did you say you're going to Quartzsite, Adele? I forget if you said you are or not. But I definitely, if you are, want to do a tour of your van if you're in Quartzsite. Hey, Rose, how's it going? And I have someone I met at the event that I spoke at today, and I want to see if you guys would be interested in me doing a video. This person said she's willing for me to interview her. This is an 83-year-old who is now raising her 2 or 3-year-old great grandson. She raised her children, 5 of them. She raised a grandson, and now she's going to be adopting that grandson's child. If that's not a hero, I don't know what is. I need to start a series on heroes, just senior heroes. How about that? What do you guys think of that? Senior heroes. I kind of like that. I think I may give that some thought. You know me, I come up with 99 ideas an hour, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh, I'm gonna do that. So I have to really contain myself. I never thought I was ADHD, but you know what? I'm starting to think that as I get older, I'm all of a sudden turning ADHD. Maybe it's the YouTube channel that's doing it to me, but I'm coming up with millions of ideas. But I like the idea of senior heroes. What do you guys think of that? Let me know. And if you're interested in me interviewing this 83-year-old great grandmother who's going to be raising her great grandson, let me know. Let me know. She said she's hoping that she will still be sane and sensible long enough to raise him. Oh my goodness. Why am I fuzzy? Am I fuzzy? Well, hold on a minute. Let me see. Maybe it's thank you for letting me know. Hold on a second. I'm going to close this down for a minute and wipe the camera. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to try and wipe this camera. Okay, is that better? Because I'm not fuzzy here. So let me know if I'm fuzzy. Let me know. I hate being fuzzy. I hate being other things too, but I especially hate being fuzzy on here. Um, let's see. Nora says, Carol, I'm going to be doing another live painting session with Cecile in France on YouTube. Oh, let me know when, because I want to go over and watch it. And I think maybe you and Cecile or you and someone else should do a live painting thing on my channel, maybe. But we'll talk about it when we talk, Nora. Hey, good luck. Hello, hello. Oh, you're in Orville, Ohio. Oh, my goodness. Well, welcome in. Welcome in. Uh, Graham says, hello, Nana. Get to work, girl, and make some clips. It's your job to keep me entertained now. I know. Do you believe that? I do have something that's coming up Monday, though, and it was almost done, but I was working on it late last night, and I thought, oh, I'll just finish it up this morning, forgetting that I had to be at this event to speak. I can't believe I just had a really terrible senior moment this morning. I got up at 6:30, and I'm tooling around, just putzing around, and totally forgot. I had just spoken with someone last night and say, I'll see you at the event. But I got up, I'm because we were out really late last night, me and Jessica. She had one of her get together socials, so I'm out late waiting for her. Get up this morning, putz around, and all of a sudden, now the event's supposed to start at 8 o'clock, right? At 7, and it's about 30 minutes from my house. At 7:45, I have alarm set to remind me, be out the door. You should be on the way or already there. 7:45, my alarm goes off on my phone, so I casually pick it up, and I see, holy! I won't say what I said. Oh my gosh! I was running around the house like a chicken. I was like, Jessica, get up, get up, get up, get up. She was like, what in the heck? I said, just get up, get up, get up, get up. Oh, we were just flying out that door. I'm telling you, it was crazy. But I got there. Fortunately, even though the event started at 8, I didn't go on till much later. So, but can you imagine almost missing the event you're supposed to be one of the guest speakers at? Oh my goodness. So what a morning it started out. But it all's well that ends well, and it went very well, the speaking engagement actually. Hey, Maestro Timothy Tate. Hello, hello. Looking real spiffy today. Thank you, Timothy. I'm feeling spiffy after I got going. Hello, Tina Laplace. Hello, love your hat. Thank you, Tina. I grabbed the wrong one. It doesn't really even go with this, but hey, you know what? Hey, what can I say? Let's see who else. Hey, listen, Nastali. Hello, hello. Martha, one's in the house. Hi, Martha. Oh my goodness. Grace Conklin says, nice hat. Hello to everyone. Oh my goodness. Well, hey, Tim, one of my extraordinary moderators is in the house. I saw you have a tour on your channel. Go over and check out Tim's tour of his 2008 Sienna. I haven't seen it yet, Tim, but I got a notification, so I'll be going over to watch that. So go check out Tim's video on his Sienna tour. Three Generations says, Poppy, I have been busy. Check it out. Okay, Three Generations. Oh, but Tony Mariani says, so sorry to hear that. Yeah, I had a crazy morning, but all's well that ends well. And I got, of course, anywhere I go, I'm always looking for content. And, the 83-year-old grandmother, a great grandmother, and then someone else who's a financial planner. And I was thinking, some seniors need some financial planning. I think the less money people think, oh, you have to have a whole lot of money. You have to have riches, wealth, everything to really need a financial planner. But honestly, I think sometimes the less money you have, the less assets you have, the more financial planning you need in order to stretch them to do what you need them to do. But that's just my take. I don't know. We'll see. But so that, and then there were some people from Aging and Independent Services at the event that I was at. So I just got a zillion ideas of different videos. But first, I need to finish the videos that I've already committed to do on this series on seniors. But one of the things on the video that's coming out Monday, and this will come out Monday because I'm going to finish it up today and post it for Monday today, was just the systems in place that really keep people who are impoverished in poverty. And I'm sharing on this from an expert. He's a gentleman from Princeton. He's a sociologist that is out of Princeton University. He's also a professor there, I think. He's written two books. One is called Evicted. It's a story about, how in the inner cities. Also, the other story is called Poverty. The other book, rather. Now, he got a Pulitzer Prize. He won a Pulitzer Prize for Evicted. And the other book that he's written most recently is called Poverty by America. And what he is saying, it's not just poverty in America, it's poverty by America. That as the richest country in the world, there are systems in place that actually keep people impoverished, that harm those that don't have, the have nots, and actually help enrich and support those that haves, the wealthy. So it's not a long video, but I think it brings up some very interesting points, and that I think are well worth um, bringing up. And then either the next day or Wednesday, I don't know, we'll see. I want to do a video, and I'm going to do a video on some of the things that keep seniors impoverished, seniors that are at the poverty line, who are below the poverty line, specific things that actually work against seniors to keep them, people who are struggling, to keep them struggling. And at the end of the video, I'm trying to decide. I don't know how long the video is going to be. So it'll either be at the end of the video, or a third video that I want to do on ways that I think, some changes that I think could happen. I'm going to introduce a couple experts who will identify some changes. At least one expert that'll identify a change. Probably I'll have Matthew Desmond from a clip from another show um, talk about a way that he thinks that we could help raise people out of poverty. And I'm saying especially seniors. And then I'm going to identify some things and some changes that I think, I've been researching some things that have been done in certain cities and in certain states that have really, really helped seniors. And I think would be a really great help to raise people from the poverty level where they can't afford rent, can't afford basic necessities, to where they can at least read above the poverty level, so you can have affordable housing. And there's a program that's going on, and I really want to talk to the director of that program. That's one of the people I've been trying to reach this week. She's come up with an idea that I think is fabulous, and I want to share that. The other thing is, da 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 da, those of you who remember, about a year and a half ago, I was heavy hitting, going to city council meetings in Oceanside, trying to get a safe parking lot in Oceanside, California, meeting with city council member. And they just didn't have they had no interest, absolutely zero interest. But I kept plugging, and I've been doing videos, and doing videos on situations in Oceanside, including the recent one on Cat. And someone told me on my live, I think it was last week, that Oceanside is now starting a safe parking lot. Now, I can't take credit for it. I was, trying to stir them up, light the fire, but it was actually, from what I understand, a different city council person who actually finally brought this, because that's what I was trying to get them to do. Bring it before the council for a vote. So if you're voting against it, at least you're on the record as voting against it. And it's flown. Supposedly they're going to be discussing it in January, but it has, and I plan to be in on those discussions. But I also spoke with a staff member for a county supervisor today at the event that I was speaking at, about they're only going to be allowing cars in this safe parking lot. And as I told her, it really needs to be a situation where they will also allow RVs and vans. They're not letting any oversized vans, like, say, my ProMaster are any taller vans or any RVs. Well, a lot of older people are living in RVs and vans, and you're still excluding them, and they need a place to park. So that's the next thing is, well, once you get a little foot in the door, maybe you can get to the next step. They're at least going to supposedly do the safe parking, because what's happening, they're looking bad because Vista has done one, another city in Encinitas has done. So cities around where the city councils, are you listening, Oceanside City Council? Where the city councils care about their people are providing safe parking lots. So Oceanside finally looked around and decided, what, maybe we should join the bandwagon. So now the next step is to get them to do one for oversized vehicles and vans and RVs. But progress, progress, progress. So, it's like trying to turn a huge ocean liner around in the ocean. It's going to go a little bit at a time. But I think that two things are happening here. One is there's a recognition by some people in positions of authority and elected officials that people living in cars and vans and RVs is not going away. In fact, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And you can make all the parking restrictions that you want, but people have nowhere to park and they're going to park on the streets. So you need to do something proactive to help provide some space for these individuals. When you haven't provided enough affordable housing, at the very least, allow them to park safely in or at least the what the shelter that they've come up for themselves, which is their vehicles, including RVs and vans. So enough on that, but that's positive developments here. Positive developments. I feel so excited about it. So let me quit talking and saying, keep greeting folks that are in the house here. Hey, good luck. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Um, who else is in here? Let's see. People saying hello to each other, and that's a good thing. Uh, Joe Dean Hearn, hello. Where are you now? I am in North County, San Diego, outside of a Chipotle next to where I got my free drink again. Mm. So had to come over here, and I am going out to dinner. Well, I've been invited over to dinner at someone who house who has organic gardening. So I want to learn a little bit about organic gardening because, as you know, I'm looking for property to develop into a very small little RV park slash tiny house village, whatever you want to call it. And I'd like it to have some self-sustaining qualities, such as maybe an organic garden, maybe some chickens for eggs, just a few little things. I mean, I'm not a farmer, okay, although my dad was raised on a farm, but I am not a farmer. So I'm not trying to really be a farmer, but I'd like to do some things. So we'll see. We'll see. Thank you, Three Generations. Yes, hit that like button, hit that like button. And Vaughn says, Carol, don't run yourself down again. I know. I do have to pull back the rein, because otherwise I'll just keep going. So every once in a while I have to pull back the rein and say, okay, slow down, girl, slow down. So, but there's just so many things I want to do and accomplish. And we'll see. We'll see. Let's see who else is in the house. Anyone else that I haven't said hello to? Three Generations says, God bless this lady. Yes. Isn't that something? 83. Yes, senior heroes. Grace says, okay. Vaughn says, yes, do it. Senior heroes. Okay. All right. Oh, thank you. Good luck says, you are too cute, too cool. I tell you, have to get old to get cool. What can I say? Hey, I'll take it now. Thank you, Tina. Thank you so much. Um, um, Red says, I like that idea, senior heroes. Yeah, I love that idea too, Red. So maybe I'll start doing that. Okay. Congratulations, Red. Okay, Red, did we have another grandbaby? What are they congratulating? Yes, you are fuzzy, Carol. Am I still fuzzy? Hold on. Let me put this down here again. I don't know what to say if I'm fuzzy because I think the camera is clean. I hate if I'm fuzzy, but I can't tell. Let me see if I can let me see if I can go onto YouTube on my phone and see if I am fuzzy. Huh. Oh my goodness. Well, if I am, I'm probably just going to have to stay fuzzy because I don't know what else to do. It may be that the speed here where I'm at, someone was saying one place that I was doing a live once was, well, on my thing, it's not fuzzy. See on my phone? On my phone, it's very clear. So maybe it was fuzzy and maybe it got unfuzzy. I don't know what to say. But hopefully. All right, Melba Wood says, I think it's a wonderful idea. Okay, we're going with senior heroes. I got to write that down. Melba says, still fuzzy. Huh. It may be my connection. Yeah, Red, I think it's the connection. Oh, Tim says it's pixelated. That means your internet is slow, Carol. Doggone it. Well, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Um, Well, hey, Van City Adventure. Hello, hello. Yeah, it's the internet connection. So I will not do another internet connection over. Well, you know what? Let me move over and see if it gets better if I move over somewhere. Hold on. Let me see if I can. I'm going to move to the other side and see if the connection is better over there. I don't know. Maybe it will be, maybe it won't be. We'll see. Um, Let's see. Graham says, I'm only grand. I'm hoping to live long enough to be great. Oh, yeah, yeah. Good luck. Yeah, says, yeah. The live stream isn't perfect. Yeah, that's the problem. Gas, Tino says, gas, frizz, and no sound. There's no sound? Oh, my goodness. Huh. Let me know, guys, if there's no sound. Tina says, gas today is 252 in Georgia. Oh my words, 252 in Georgia. Holy moly. Oh, I wish it was that here. It's almost $5 here. Um oh, Mary Lacefield is in the house. Hello, Mary. Hello. I missed you, but how are you? I see that someone greeted, was it Lindy? Someone greeted you. So hello, hello, Mary. If I missed anyone, my great moderators, we'll get it. Nora says, if I try to fix it, we might lose her. That's true. Nora, good point. Tina says, California is my home state. Glad to be gone. Oh, now Tina. Faye says, you look fab. Thank you, Faye. Thank you. Hats are my favorite, Melba is saying. Mine too. Hey, Donna Flynn. Hello. How are you doing? Anyone else? Hey, Rose. Hello. Please hit the like. Thank you. Thank you. All right, I'm going to share the announcement that I was going to make also. I am definitely going to be in Quartzsite and going to be doing a meetup in Quartzsite. I'm also going to be doing a couple of other things. One of them I'm not going to be announcing yet because I don't have the details worked out, but I am going to be doing some tutorials. I'm probably going to do between 7 and 10. Vaughn's on a roll, is already on the list if you want to be on, Vaughn. If you don't, let me know so I can give someone else your place. What I'm going to do in the tutorials, they're going to be YouTube tutorials. They're going to be free. I may do these tutorials at a private, on private property at a private location, and I'll let you know the reason is because I don't want to be interrupted. And I don't want, if I do it on BLM land, people can come by, they can run generators, they can, if I don't want them in where I'm sitting, they can still say, hey, it's BLM land, we can be here if we want. So to avoid that, I may just rent a location and do the tutorials. I'm planning at this point to do all of them in one day. What the tutorials are going to consist of, if someone has a channel already, what I will do is review at least one video. I probably won't look at the whole thing because I'm only going to do up to an hour, somewhere between 30 minutes to maybe up to an hour, perhaps, and look at clips from one or two videos. I will give some suggestions and critiques based on what I see in the videos. You cannot be, if you are very sensitive about criticism, please, this is not for you, because I'm going to be very, not, I shouldn't use the word brutal, but I'm going to be very frank and very blunt, because I only have so much time. I don't have time to really try and pussyfoot around and, hold back. So I'm going to tell you exactly what I think. It's my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. But I do know how to build a channel. If I really had the time and wasn't doing, a lot of parenting for special needs child and a lot of other things that I'm involved in, I could have a much larger channel, but I've chosen to give myself a 5-year plan. But I do know how to build a channel. I know how to market a channel. And what I will do is give the individuals that I'm doing the tutorial, and the tutorials will be one-on-one. It's not going to be in a group setting. It's going to be one-on-one, so I can give individualized attention to each person. I will look at your thumbnail, your title, your introduction, your content, your niche, and maybe, talk about maybe refining your niche or even redefining your niche. Or look at if branding is appropriate. If, and what I want to know, and I will give people who I select a list of things they need to have answered before they even come to meet with me, so we can maximize our time together. Some of the things, the questions they'll need to be asking is, what are their long-term goals? What is it they want to accomplish? What I don't want to meet with someone who's just, oh, I'm just doing a kind of, la-di-da. If that's the case, then you don't need a tutorial, because you can do that without a tutorial. But if you're really serious about building a channel, I will work with you during that hour, do something. I may do a follow-up, may not. I don't know. My time is very limited. But I will at the very least meet with at that time. And if the quality of the video that you put together that we work towards, I'm not going to sit there and do a video with you, but if the quality is such that I really believe it's, it has what it takes, I will shout it out and try and help promote that video for you to get you launched. If you do not have a channel, I may do it for one or two people, I don't know, that don't have a channel, maybe helping them to come up with a niche or ideas. But I think I'm probably going to limit it to people who already have channels, who want to build their channels, and who have a good idea of where they want to go on their channels. They have goals, they have specific ideas of exactly what it is they're setting out to accomplish. And so that is going to be happening in Quartzsite in January. I will have further details later as to how I will select the up to 10, somewhere between 7 and 10 people who I will do this for. It's not going to be a charge, it's going to be free. I will be giving my time because I want to give back to my Glow community. So, and I love seeing people start and succeed on YouTube. It just really warms my heart to see people do that. But again, if you're not willing to follow suggestions, or you don't want suggestions, please don't waste my time. Don't waste your time. If you're part of the group that's selected, don't waste our time. Leave it to someone who really wants to and has a thick skin and can listen to it without getting offended by what I say to you. All right, but that's it. So that's coming up in January, plus my meetup. And in the meetup, I really think I would like to have a few things regarding related to YouTube, but I want someone who's an expert in an area that I'm not an expert in. But I'll see. But more announcements about that later. But I just wanted to let you guys know first that this is what's going to be happening in Quartzsite, and I will give you the details as they're worked out. All right. Shari says, "Oh my goodness, she fixed the blurriness." Maybe Hey, maybe it was the camera. Maybe, I don't know. But thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus, that it is better. Hey, cargo trailer Eric. Hello, hello. Hi from Trading House Lake outside Waco, Texas. My dog says woof. I tell you, one of the nicest, prettiest campsites I stayed in was in Waco, Texas, at a Corps of Engineers campground. It was right on the lake. I was like, my campsite was like not even a stone's throw, like maybe 8 feet from the lake's edge. I had a covered patio, a grill, electric. Right there was hot showers for free. Oh my goodness. And it was $12 or $12.50 a night with my America the Beautiful pass. So, Eric, I tell you, you have some beautiful camping spots in Waco, Texas. Oh my goodness. Tina says seniors don't need a lot of money. I live on potatoes and white rice. I'm happy and well fed. Well, good for you, Tina. Good for you. Yvonne Miller is saying hello. Hello, Yvonne. How are you? Two Dog Mom. Hey, Two Dog Mom. How's it going? Brenda Edstrom is saying hello. Hello. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Anyone else in the house I haven't said hello to? So, all right. So, effective today, based on your vote of approval, I'm going to start. I'm not going to do it probably every week, but I'm going to start a segment on senior heroes that I will periodically do. And we will have this 83-year-old as the first one launching this new, I don't know, it's not a series, but this new video, I don't know what to call it, whatever you want to call it, but she will launch it if she said today she would, so hopefully she would. I don't think though that we can show the little boy, her great grandson, because I think until their adoption is finalized, you're not supposed to show their faces or on media, and I think it could be a problem. So I don't want anything to cause her a problem, but we will certainly interview her, and she is a character. Let me tell you, she is a bit of a character. Graham says, it never fails to trouble me that people with money have no problem making rules for people that struggle. Is it ignorance or arrogance? I think it's arrogance, and I think often it's also greed. One of the things I've noticed that when I go into grocery stores, say a big name brand, I'm not going to name it because I don't want to get sued, but say a big name brand grocery store, you go into it in an impoverished area. First of all, the vegetables, the fruit is junk. It's worthless. It looks like it's been sitting there for weeks. The prices are much higher, much less quality goods. I mean, it's horrible. You go across town to the same, good golly, it's noisy, to the same store, and it looks like you're in a whole different store. You don't even recognize it. Different products, different quality. The prices are lower. So that, to me, that's greed. In my opinion, that's greed. Hey, Yvonne Miranda, hello, hello. But I think, Graham, that it really is greed, and I think it's arrogance, and I think it's a sense of a lot of people who are wealthy think that they did it all by themselves. I have never yet met a person who's successful who accomplished everything they've accomplished all by themselves. I haven't met a person, and I've met a lot of very wealthy and very successful people, but all of them had help along the way, whether it was someone who gave them advice, whether it's someone who came alongside of them, whether it was a mentor, whether it was great employees, but they all had help. And I think, though, that along the way, a lot of people who are successful forget about that help and decide somewhere along the way they transition from, oh, I got here with the help of others. They transition to, well, yeah, I did it all myself. Look how great I am. And if I can do it, you can do it. And they tend to look down on people who have less, and judge people who are not wealthy or who are not even middle class. But the middle class in this country is shrinking. I mean, it is drastically shrinking. The middle class is almost non-existent these days. We have become a country of haves and have nots. And I, you know, I think that's becoming more and more the case each year. And what really brought this to a head, I think, and really, I don't know about brought it to a head, what really highlighted it, I think, was the pandemic. Because people who are on the lower end of the spectrum were really struggling. But you had a lot of people on the higher end of the spectrum didn't much affect their lives, and you had other people like the Jeff Bezos and those who actually got much, much, much richer during the pandemic and during COVID. So, I don't know. I think there's a tendency to be judgmental among some, not all, but some wealthy, and to judge people. Well, if you didn't do it because you're lazy, you don't work hard enough. I tell you, I have seen some of the hardest working people I've ever met are people who are living barely at or below the poverty line, working 2 and 3 jobs, struggling to put food on their table and to support their children. So it's not about not working hard. Um, and it's not about often not about not having good values or work ethic. It's about often, and I'm going to go into it in one of the videos I'm going to do next week, but I'll give you a little piece of it here, is the productivity level in this country and the difference between what is paid. I don't know if I can explain it really well, but you have a productivity level that used to be, say, 97%. Wages, so productivity is here, wages are here. Productivity was a little higher, but wages were pretty much staying pace with the productivity. In other words, the cost and the value for the services and the goods produced. That, um, how can I say it? That level, those levels have now changed. The from 97% productivity to 91% increases in salary that kept pace with the cost of things, to now it's 74% productivity, but only 9% increase in wages. So if you got productivity at 74%, goods and services, the cost is way up here, but your salary is way down here, and it's only going up very, very slowly while the cost of goods and services and their value is increasing exponentially. People are going to get behind. If well, we've all seen it over the last year and year or 2 years. You go into the grocery store and something that was $1.59, a year or 2 years ago, is now $3.80. But the corresponding income for workers has not gone up at the same rate. So you have a huge gap, and that gap is what is now impacting people. Same thing has happened with the cost of gas, the cost of rent, the cost of food, the cost of services. So people are just, and now the cost of Medicare, and supplemental, people just can't keep up. Not when wages are just barely going up, the prices on everything is shooting up. So that, I know that that's a long answer to your question, Graham, and you're probably thinking, why the heck did I ask that? But that's part of what I'm going to go into next week in one of my videos. But again, I'm going to also give what I think are some solutions and what some other people who are much more expert than I have said solutions are. But the problem is, a lot of people in that we have elected and put into office on either side of the aisle don't have the heart, don't have the desire to really address it. So I don't know what's going to happen. I just don't know. Kidovore Way says SSDI keeps you poor. It does. It does. Many of these programs keep you poor because if you get a little bit ahead, they snatch everything from you and drop you back down to the bottom. And that is not, it should be, as you get way up, maybe take a little bit, get more, take a little bit more, gradually. But if you $5 over the limit, they take everything away. I mean, it just, I don't know who came up with this system. Like, I don't think that's ignorance. I think that's just not caring. And I think that's looking at people who are poor a certain way and with a certain disdain. That's what I think. But you guys let me know. And I really want you to comment on these videos that are coming out next week. How is Kat doing? Oh my goodness, keeping up with Colorado. Thank you for asking, Lori. She had to have 5 or 9 teeth pulled earlier this past week. So that was really a problem. And then her generator went out on her. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. You truly cannot make this stuff up. And then she was telling me that, she had to go into the doctor to check on the throat, which actually it was one of my viewers who made a comment. It was kind of a snarky comment about, her Adam's apple. But based on that, she had it checked out. And it turns out it's a big problem. Well, when she went to the doctor that she was referred to, when she walks in, it says cancer center. So that really threw her for an emotional and mental loop. It really unnerved her. But she's going through it. She's going through it. They still haven't got the transmission for her truck. And I mean, I don't know what to say. It's like when it rains, sometimes it pours. And she's always been very, 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 very upbeat. But I went by just to check on her yesterday, and she was not very upbeat. So just keep her in your prayers. Oh, and speaking of prayers, would you guys please pray for Chef Santa? He emailed me, and he told me that he emailed me or in a comment, and something happened, and he passed out or something, and he had to be rushed to the hospital. And then from there, he had to go into a rehab center to try and build up his physical strength. So he's really going through it. He is one of my dear YouTube friends. So would you please pray for Chef Santa? And in fact, let's just have a word right now. Dear Lord, just touch Chef Santa, touch his body, touch his mind, touch his spirit and soul. And the same for Kat, both of them, and everyone who's going through it. Anyone within the voice of this video, let them know that we are praying for them collectively and individually. And we just ask that you would come around and heal their bodies, heal their minds and their spirits. Amen. I tell you, people are going through it. It's rough out there for a lot of people. But let's see, Ramanaki. Hey, Ramanaki. I think that's right. Ramanaki. Hello, hello. Love Carol's warrior for righteousness spirit. Thank you. Being a voice for those who are unable to fight back. I have been told that I'm just a fight waiting to happen. But I'm trying to back off that because it's exhausting. It really is exhausting. But hello, everyone. Well, let's see who else. Hey, Blue Skies 1972. Hello, you're late. You're never late. You're on time as long as you say hello. Um, Thank you. Thank you, Red. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you. That is so kind of you. Graham says, I can't help but wonder, would it be cheaper in the end to provide help and rules that don't punish the poor? It requires a complete change of attitude. It really does, Graham. It really does. I was in researching some of these videos. I love research anyhow. But do you know that poverty is the fourth leading cause of death in this country, behind heart disease, cancer, and smoking? Poverty and the problems associated with poverty is the fourth leading cause of death in this country, which is so crazy because we don't have a cure for cancer. We don't have a cure for heart disease, although we can, help. But we have cures for poverty. We can raise people out of poverty if we just had the will to do so. So something that can be stopped is the fourth leading cause of death in this country. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. But yeah, it takes a whole different attitude, Graham, and I don't know what it's going to take to get that attitude. Hey, Euphoric Granny Productions, hello. Thank you, Tina. Thank you so much. Is that the drink with a lot of caffeine? No, I was drinking some of those. They're called charged lemonades. but I don't drink a lot because lemonade bothers my stomach. But I would put a little bit in, and then they start putting all these signs up that has caffeine. Be careful if you're pregnant or nursing or small children or anything. I was like, what the heck? No, this is just the green tea. It doesn't have the warning for the green tea. It's for those other lemonades, the charged lemonades. Oh my goodness. So I wonder what happened that made them have to or decide to put that sign up. Oh my goodness. I don't know. All right. Hey, Garden Girl. Hello, hello, Garden Girl. Three Generations says that's wonderful news. People have a right to live. These sweeps are not the answer. Let's turn the abandoned buildings into housing. Yes, yes, yes. That's one of my solutions, Three Generations. You're on it. Yes, let's do that. I mean, what that there are billions, I mean billions of dollars being spent out there on housing, and some for people who, I'm not even going to go there. But if we have billions, why couldn't we take some of that in each major city and turn some of these abandoned buildings into housing for homeless, housing for seniors? I think, I guess I'm biased, being a senior and also being raised by older parents, but I think seniors should be at the top of the list. They've paid into the system for years and years and years, and I think they should get priority on affordable housing. But I admit that I'm biased. Hey, dogs are the best friends. Hello, hello. Good to see you, Carol, and all you wonderful globies. I know. Jessica, where are you headed?
That's fine.
Not right now. I'm getting ready to interrupt.
Payment is due in 7 days.
I'll go.
Phone on me. Plus, I gotta go to the bathroom.
All right. Oh my goodness. All right, so I am going to end this now, but I want to thank everyone for being over here. Do check on my videos next week. They're going to be some interesting, some down, I don't say down and dirty, but really gritty in terms of giving facts on what I think needs to be exposed and shared. Hey, Kavita Diva says hello. A big problem in our culture only is our culture only likes it if you work. People like me who can't work are called lazy. You know, some of these people should have to walk a couple not a mile. They would have to walk 10 miles to get it, but they should have to walk 10 miles in someone else's shoes, and then maybe they would have a little more compassion. But that's not going to happen in many cases, so what can you do? But yeah, you know I had so many people asking why Cat couldn't work. Now here's a person has gone through colon cancer, has problems, I won't even say, that has to be near a bathroom at all times, suffered a broken back, now may have cancer of the throat, and they're saying, well, she should just go out and get a job. I was like, I didn't want to say, are you idiots? Because I just didn't want to say that, but I was like, I'm thinking, what brain are you using here? What brain are you using? But anyhow, I'm not fuzzy. Oh, good. I'm not fuzzy. Yeah. Okay. She keeps forgetting that she is 10 minutes behind on the chat. I know. I don't know. I know. Okay. 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 I'm trying to get up. Congrats on, I'm not monetized yet, but hopefully this year. Oh, I got a job lifeguarding. I work today with some wonderful teens. They're great. I tell you, that'll keep you young, Red. It'll absolutely keep you young. Hey, Elsa Ty. Hello, hello, hello. Uh, Rose said families can't afford to live anymore. Rent is way too high. Costs for electricity, etc., keep going up. Gas for vehicles, food. The list is never ending. It is, Rose. It is never ending. And you know, the government is not going to save us. There are some things they can do to certainly make it easier, to certainly relieve some of the burden, but they're not going to save us. We're going to have to come up with ideas and implement some of them ourselves. That I think that's we're they're not going to, in some cases they're not only going to not throw out a life preserver, they're going to actually put a one of those lead, I'm not going to say, but they're not going to in many cases throw out a life preserver. Okay. Let's see who else I'm trying to let's see I'm trying to see if I can All right, it's 3:59 in upstate New York today. Well, that's certainly better than California. We are at, I think we were at, which was low for us. I got it for 479. 479, and I think I got it for 469. And I was thinking as I'm pumping, I'm standing here celebrating paying 469 for gas because it was up to over well over 5. And I thought, wow, they really are working this where we're celebrating paying this. Can you believe that? Don't get me started. Miss Net says, too bad Carol is several minutes behind on chat and doesn't know that she's fine now. Okay, I know. Okay. Let's see who else. All right. So, um, let's do this. Anyone who is, because I got to get it going, I've got to go. I'm going out to dinner at the place where they're doing the organic gardening. So I'll see. And I got to go let Cuddles out before I do that. All right. So anyone who is new in here, if this is your first time in the um, chat, first time live, could you please put a number one, so that I can acknowledge you. If you are a content creator, would you please put a C so I can get content um, um, uh, so I can acknowledge you. I'm trying to read. I'm trying to read to you guys, read and talk to you guys at the same time, and I'm not doing a very good job at that. But Euphoric Granny, okay, says your content is cannabis culture and holistic health. Interesting. Well, interesting, and I could be very, could be very interesting. I don't know quite what to say, but I'm sure there is a place for it. Euphoric Granny. Um, breathe, Carol. Time for you. I know. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Hey, so sweet, Deborah Allen. You're always so sweet, helping after all the time. Helping others. I try. I do try. You know. But one of the things that it was saying, and one of the things that in one of the sessions today where I was, they were talking about every week take time to do something for yourself. So I'm really looking at setting aside part of one day a week to do something for myself. I don't know what day it is because it seems like something always comes up. That I have an interview, or I'll be out somewhere and I'll meet someone. I think, oh, that's a great interview. I got to get back. So I'm always working, always working, always working in my mind. But I really do want to start working towards. I'm not going to say I'm going to do it, implement it immediately, but I do want to start working towards once, maybe, yeah, once a week, doing something just for me. I don't know what that's going to be, but we'll see. Graham says, I started watching purely to become a better cook. I just fell in love with Carol's inner beauty. It's something that can't be taught. Oh, Graham, thank you. Thank you, Graham. And Dean Sheard says, hello from Knoxville. I was not that far from you. First time catching you live after some time. Well, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're in the house. Okay, any other number ones in the house? Let's see, I'm way behind on comments. How did I get so far behind on comments? Hello, Maria King, Houston, Texas in the house. Hello. Yeah, you're right, Euphoric Granny. It's greed politics. Absolutely. Um, let's see. Hello, Photo Girl. Okay, Photo Girl. Did I miss Photo Girl? Well, hello, Photo Girl. Uh, Gray Man Van Life. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Uh, Gray Man says it's a prediction from long ago that there will only be the rich and the poor. Well, we're a lot closer to that. We absolutely, I believe, I believe we're nearly there, you know. And then that's going to be, this reminds me of, like, before the French Revolution, because people will only stay down so long, I think. But, I could be wrong. Who knows? Miss Net says, unfortunately, living the American dream is more like living the American nightmare. For many people, it is, unfortunately. For many people, it is. But, uh, Photo Girl Nomadic says, you just started your YouTube channel. Well, congratulations. People, I hear people say, oh, I'm not going to start a channel. It's too saturated. No, it's not. No, it is not. Anyone can. I'm going to tell you something. If I could build a channel, knowing how little I knew when I started, and I still don't know that much, anyone can build a channel. You just have to study the platform. It's not that hard. Maria King says, I'm trying to dip my feet into the SUV life part time. Oh, well, I think that's a great way to start out part time. I think it's a great way to do it. I really do. And way back, I have a video of an SUV that was built out, and it's beautiful, beautiful. So if you can go back and find that, it's just really a beautiful SUV build, and it's kind of really a no build. So best way to start out. Hey Antoinette Tyus, hello hello, how are you? Vegan 3 says housing that it's the housing that kills us, and they don't care. It is the housing. The housing, I mean, because everyone needs somewhere safe to sleep, to lay your head at night, and it is just gotten just absolutely crazy. Vegan 3 says you can't keep raising wages to keep up with housing, which was screwed over by real estate investors. Trying to pay whatever in California is now only going to mean these people don't do business here. Well, what is happening too? There's another element that's coming into the picture, and that is large corporations are coming into cities, and they're buying like hundreds of houses, hundreds. And what is happening, they're now controlling the rent because they own so many properties that they raise the prices. When they raise the prices on that number and that quantity of homes, then everyone else starts raising prices. And then what you have is now what they're doing in different cities, they're turning it away from cities where you have first time buyers, where now those first time buyers are being turned into permanent renters, and it's kind of like what's happening with mobile home parks. Corporations coming in, they see this as a fat cow, just buy these things up, do a few little things, double the prices, um, and it goes back to greed, you know. Graham says, I've also found it funny that the poorest of people are generally the first to help out. So true, Graham, so true. If you're in trouble, and usually some of the happiest people in the world. I think some of the people who seek joy the most, but not always to the happiest, because it's so stressful. Being poor is stressful. Happiest in terms of understand what things are important in life, relationships, and understand the value of what is really important, but under a lot of stress, having to worry from month to month how you're going to pay bills, how you're going to feed your children, how you're going to, put gas in your car, get to work. So many people are one thing. I was watching a program in doing research for this, and this guy made a good point. He said for a poor person, a $45 wrecked tire can be a disaster, because if you don't have the $45, you can't get to work. You can't get to work, you're not going to pay your rent. So he said sometimes it's a difference between buying that tire that's going to get you to work, to keep your job, to keep your apartment, or buying food. And he said so many people don't understand that something as seemingly small as a flat tire can completely derail someone, totally derail them. And, people don't think of it like that, but one small incident or seemingly small loss, or whatever you want to call it, can be like a domino and everything starts falling. They did a study, I think most of you are aware, they did a study a few years back, and they found that the majority of households in the United States, if they had a crisis or an emergency that just would cost $400 to take care of, they didn't have the means to take care of that. $400, not $4,000, $400. They would not have the ability to resolve or fix the problem. That's scary. That's very scary to me. Um, Proud Have Not says greed is a mental illness and we need to call it out as such. I don't think it's a mental illness. Mental illness is something where a person has no ability to control themselves. They don't know what they're doing. They're taken over. Greed is greed and avarice is, I think it's a moral flaw, not mental illness. I would have to disagree. It's a moral flaw. Is it a mental condition? Does the mind? Yeah, but it's not an. It's it's something you have. When I think of an illness, I think of something someone has no control over. They can't fix it, or they have to do something to fix it, but they can't stop it. Greed can be stopped, but people choose not to stop it because that's who they serve. That's their God. Keeping Up with Colorado says, I worked very hard over 45 years, 25 years on one job. I always worked two and sometimes three jobs. Now I'm sick and in poverty. The only thing that bothers me is that I can't help others. Oh my goodness, that's the thing that bothers you? Wow. Wow. That says something about who you are, Lori. Oh my goodness. All right. Vegan 3 says all the rules that they put out there for senior housing is ridiculous. It is. I jumped through all the hoops and then they kept my money and blew me off. And now people are charging up to $100. I've heard $100 to just apply for apartments. Just apply. It's no guarantee you're going to get it, but just to apply. Why would it take $100 so people could make money on just applications? If you are in a market where there's very low vacancy rate and you charge $100, if you have 50 people apply for that, well, obviously you probably don't need 50 applicants to get one, but you're taking 50 people. That's 100 times 50. That's $5,000. Isn't it $5,000? I think my math is right. $5,000 just to, no, 101 to, anyhow, but it's a lot of money for nothing. For nothing. That's crazy, you know? And do you think that at the point, let's say they have 50 applications, and by the fifth application they've chosen someone to get that apartment? Do you think that the other 45, do you think that they give their money back? I doubt it. Do you think so? We both know the answer to that. Come on now. Oh, don't get me started. T.O. Little says, I found most businesses want only part-time employees. I was working 3, yet as of today, all 3 laid me off. Yeah, they only want part-time employees because they don't want to pay benefits. They don't want to have vacation. They don't want to pay for. So by doing that, and that's one of the things I've heard. I don't want to get sued, but I've heard in another video that I watched that Walmart is good for this, good for only hiring for the majority of their people part-time. I don't know, but that's what I saw in a video that I think it was a documentary that I watched. Vegan 3 says $100. What? $100 for a haircut in the Bay Area because they have to pay their rent? Go to a barber school. I know you may not, and find someone who's about to graduate. So hopefully they know what they're doing. But there's no way I'm paying $100 for a haircut. I'll cut my own hair first. Well, you see what I do with my hair. I wear it in a bun. So, all right. Okay, guys, I gotta go. I'm sorry if I'm not going to be. Hey, Kenneth, hello. So good to see you. Kenneth Bailey's in the house. I have got to go. I'm trying to see. I'm so far behind. I know I'm passing a lot of people. Thank you, Red, for putting Chef Sanich Travels. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you. Go over and support him. Watch his videos. Just play on his place. Just help him out any way that you can. Thank you. Thank you. Praying for you, Lori. Yes, pray for Lori with Keeping Up with Colorado. Thank you. Pray for Lori. And over at Keeping Up with Colorado. And hey, Lisa, did I say hello to Lisa? One of my members is in the house and one of my great moderators. Hello. I have to watch the replay. You'll have to do that, Lisa. All right. Okay. I'm getting out. And Lisa, if you're going to be in Quartzsite, which I think you said you are, I would like for you to do a segment at I'll talk to you on the phone, but I'd like you to do a segment on for people who are trying to learn a little bit about editing, how to do KindMaster or some other editing, maybe even what's the one that's on iMovie, so that we can at least help people with some editing ideas and tips. Mark H says, safe travels and have fun. Thank you, Mark. All right, I'm trying to get to where I have any ones in the house. All right, Paula Lewis. Hello, Paula. Welcome into the house. Photo Girl Nomadic. Welcome, welcome. Euphoric Granny Productions is a creator, content creator. So is for Photo Girl Nomadic. Keeping Up with Colorado. Maria King. Uh, Beyond Comfort Travel Adventures. Vaughn's on a roll. Hello, Antoinette Tyus. First time in the house. Welcome, welcome. Yvonne Miranda is a content creator, of course, Outdoor Dash Travels, Red Writing Hood, Mo Bang for Your Buck, Three Generations. Let's see, My Cart Runneth Over. Who else is? So, guys, go over and all these people who are content creators, please go over and check them out. Show them some love. Um, Anyone else? Hey, Sylvie. Hello, hello. I think that's it. I think that's it. All right. Well, folks, I've got to get going or I'm going to be late for dinner. And you know, I don't mind being late for someplace, but I don't want to be late for dinner. Okay. Tia Little says, I get black or report. I'm not sure what that means, but hello, Tia. Hello. Um, Grayman Van Life is a content creator. Um, all right, oh my goodness, I'm way over time. So let's see. All right, folks, if you haven't, hey, Ivy and Bro and me, hello, hello. Great credit. I had a medical emergency last year and couldn't afford the bill, so it's now dropped by 100 points. It costs to be poor. It does. It costs, everything is more expensive if you're poor, in my opinion, from what I've seen. It's a shame. You get penalized. All right, folks. I am missing everyone I know. Content creator, I said Euphoric Granny Creations. All right. Go over and check out Nora at Arcuda 2001 over her Etsy store. Fabulous, fabulous artwork. She's going to be doing a live demonstration. We'll have to get more. Let me know on that, and I'll do a shout out for you, Nora, because it was so much fun watching last time. I've got to go. Already going to be late for dinner. I will see you guys next week. Check my video Monday that's coming out on, on just why so many people are having to, well, you'll see it. You'll see it Monday. Then I'm going to follow up with the reasons that so many seniors are having to move into vehicles. And then I'm going to come up with some suggestions based from expert opinion and also me, for whatever that's worth, what I think are some solutions to this. And I'm going to ask you guys, maybe if you guys give me some answers to what you think are some solutions are, I might do a Q&A and maybe a Q&A on live next time, talking about some of the things and suggestions that you guys came up with. All right. Love each and every one of you. I got to get out of here. I will see you next week. Meanwhile, check out the videos next week too. Bye-bye. Love each and every one. May your journeys be filled